What is going on, guys? So right now it is about, gosh, I think like 7 o'clock, 7:30. It's clearly dark out, as you can see. I'm gonna be trying to flash as much light on as possible so that you guys can see as best as you can. We're gonna be going out to a pond. We're gonna give it a shot, see if I could catch any fish on a little tiny spinner, and then also gonna see if I could catch them all on ultralight tackle. I don't want to use any sort of heavier gear, so I'm gonna give the ultralight a shot for a long freaking time. I'm gonna give it my damnedest. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Let's get fishing. All right, guys, so unfortunately I do not have any freaking pliers, so I am hoping that none of these fish, if we catch any, eat the bait too bad. Hoping we can catch a few fish relatively quick. Be awesome to get off to a hot start. This little blade, oh, I got bit. This little blade's a Colorado blade. Dang it, it's a bummer I missed that fish. But yeah, this blade's a Colorado blade. It's just gonna kick up a lot of water. It's not gonna be anything to add flash or anything like that. It's just really moving a lot of water around, which at night, that's what you want to do. Just run it slow. This water is very cold, so just run it slow and give it a few pops. That will sometimes cause a little bit of a flash and sometimes allow a bite to happen. There we go. Got one, guys. Ooh, look at that rod go, bendo. Oh, man. That is crazy. That is crazy fun. They don't have to be big fish or anything. That's not a big fish whatsoever, but man, they just freaking hammer it. Gosh, this fish is absolutely, look, barely even hooked. That's all I'm catching them on. Here, let me get a better angle for you guys. Little fish, that's all I'm catching them on. Very simple. That little tiny fish fought like mad. Got that ultralight 4-pound test. Can't go wrong with it, cannot go wrong. It's always a ball to use, always. One thing though, it smells like fish. It smells like a lot of ammonia, which is not good. But I mean, that fish looked healthy, so. Ooh, 2 in a row, guys. That fish thumped it. That fish freaking thumped it. That is crazy. Just another little micro bass just jolting everywhere. Oh my gosh, that fish hit it so freaking hard. Just annihilated it. They're barely hooking themselves. Really cool little fish. Get them back in. I might troll this right here. Just let it drop all the way down, and you can literally just walk around until it gets like into the super shallow areas. But get the blade going and just walk with it. You can give it some pops. And sometimes once you get right along the shoreline, like on the first or secondary drop, sometimes you'll get hit. And it's cool when you get hit like this because it's pretty aggressive smacks. Then you could just reel it in the rest of the way. Got one. See, if I walked just like 2 more feet, I would have hooked this fish while just trolling it. Looks like a decent fish. That is a decent fish. That's a really nice fish. That's like a 4-pound fish right here on 4-pound test. Look at that, guys. Look at that. So a 4-pounder right there all day. Just barely hooked. right in the corner of the mouth. I got him with the little treble, just barely. I got him with this hook. Problem is, gosh, he hooked himself very weird. It's a big fish, guys. Gonna have a pain trying to get this out, that little bugger off. Look at that, really solid chunk, solid 4-pounder. Get that fish right back in. That is a freaking ball, guys. That was a nice 4-pound bass. At the smallest, that fish was 3.5. Oh, man, on the drop, guys. That fish landed on the drop. On the crappie tackle. How fun. Keep that line tight. Another solid fish. Not too big or anything. Man, these smaller profile fish are hitting it so much harder. Trying to get it out. Okay, he's bleeding. We gotta get him in. You gotta get him in right away to let that blood start coagulating. And usually it can clean it out. And usually they'll be fine. That's such a shame. Gosh, I hate when that happens. It's the only reason why I hate treble hooks. I mean, they can help you catch some big fish, but they also can ruin it. Ah, there we go. Thumped it, man. I don't know if you guys were able to see that, but when I get home and I start editing, I'm gonna see if you guys saw that freaking hit. That was crazy. Wow, very, very healthy. Okay, we got it out, good. Let's see, let's get this fish right in here. Let's get some oxygen going through his gills. Ah, he's fine. He went right back down. There we go. I tried to set that hook early. Gosh, this fish is freaking battling. He's not that big, but he's a decent one. He's not horrible. Pretty impressive on how strong this freaking 4-pound test is. Let's get a picture of this fish. This fish is a solid one. No, there we go. Gosh darn, that was ridiculous. Solid fish. Get him back in. Jeez, man. Some of these hooks just do not want to come out. That's absolutely ridiculous. There we go. Just the slightest little pop. It's just a boom. I'm trying so hard to set these hooks early. Geez, that was ridiculous. I'm struggling tonight. That fish is like so fed up, and I don't blame him. Be fed up too. I wish I could get a normal hook set instead of hooking the fish on the bottom lip or just like, how about the upper lip? That would be ideal. There we go. That just went tight. Super little tiny guy. Little micro fish. Little baby bass. Get him back in. There's a little baby bass from spring that spawned in here. They're starting to get big enough to eat the lures now. There we go. I like the third reel, third crank in. Ah, man, he popped off. It was a little bit further out. Not right there whatsoever. That's a horrible cast. Still reel it in because, I mean, you never freaking know, but especially with these Colorado blades, they kick up so much water that if a fish hears it, they may come over and investigate, and they might hit your lure, so you just never freaking know. There we go. He had a friend with him. And he had a freaking big friend with him. This feels like a big fish. It may just be a normal sized fish, or just by how he's hooked. Yeah, man, just not a very big fish. And he's not hooked weird. He just not hooked weird at all. This fish is really warm. That's weird, because all the others are really freaking cold. This fish has some cool little specks on him. It's got like spots. Pretty crazy. Get back down there, dude. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. That fish hammered it. That's why on those long straights, you cast right along the shoreline. These solid fish. Really solid. Man, that fish freaking hit that thing like a freight train. And it's a nice fish. It's a short fish, but it's a... Alright, let's get on down. This fish is like freaking out. It's having like a freaking spasm. There we go. At least that one wasn't horrible. It's a fun fish. That fish has like an arched back. So fish has like a weird arched back. It like really had like a hump back. So I think that allowed him to put up more of a freaking fight. Cause gosh darn, man, he hit that thing so darn hard. I thought it was gonna be like a freaking 5-pound bass. See if he's got a couple friends with him that want to eat the lure properly and hook themselves in the roof of the mouth. There we go. Got one. Not a very big guy, but it's still putting up a heck of a fight. All these fish fight on 4-pound tests. That's what's so nice about it. Oh, he's starting to fight a little bit more. Ooh, there it is. Another good fish. Man. You know, maybe. Gosh, look at him go. Ah, there. That perfect little release. I'm fine with that. My fingers hurt, so I'm fine with that. That fish was probably about 2 pounds. Just from the looks of him. It's weird, he was coming in easy at first, and then I think he realized, oh my gosh, that was right up on the wall, guys. 2 casts in a row. That was right up on the wall. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Look at that rod go bendo. Oh, that's a nicer fish. A better fish. 2 casts in a row. This looks like another like 4-pounder. Come here. Get your frickin' butt up here. Let's go. Oh my god, that's a nice fish. Oh man. There's a solid 3.5, 4-pounder. Barely hooked with the 1 hook. Alright. Check this fish out, guys. This is a chunk. Very pretty too. Vibrant colors. This is the healthiest fish I've caught in quite a long time in any sort of pond. Oh my god, he's freaking... That's a solid 4 right there. Right up against the wall. A lot of fish activity back here, and I think it's because that water is so much warmer. All right, this is a picture time fish because it's so freaking pretty. This fish is gorgeous. One last look at this beautiful fish. Let's get him back in. Ooh, feisty. There you go. Get on down there. Go. Oh. Ooh. He hit it. Then he came back. Then he hit it again. And then just time, like the line just went tight. That was awesome. You know, I think that there's a lot of fish back here because it's so warm. And then I bet you during the spring and summer when there's when the water is warm, I can't even talk. All the fish are over near one of the waterfalls because that is cooling the water off. But the fish are over here because the water over near the waterfall is cold and the water back here is pretty damn warm. So I think that's why, because all these fish back here, they're all really freaking warm. Every single one of them. Oh, there we go. That was an awesome hit. He freaking annihilated that. Freaking destroyed it. It was too quiet there for there not to. Oh man, he popped off. All right, I got a good look because that fish shot up here and then shot back out. That fish was probably about 2.5 pounds. So another solid chunk. Let's see if there's another one back there. There might be. They've been huddling up, so we'll see. That was an awesome hit though. There we go. Another one. Another one, guys. Right in that little pocket. I think they're just sitting on the bottom right now. There should probably be a couple more. Solid chunks. The fish back here, they're better quality. Just about every single one. I think I've only caught one that was like around 1 pound. All the others have seemed to be around 2. I mean, this is a... Ooh, that would have been bad. I mean, this one ain't a bad fish either. Solid chunk. Let's get him in. There you go, buddy. Get back in there. Couple. I don't know. I don't remember if that was back-to-back casts, but I think it was. Let's see if they're in there. Because if I get another one, or at least another bite, means there's probably quite a few in this little pocket. I didn't let that sink far enough, so if I don't hook anything here, I will not be surprised. There we go. Guys, this is ridiculous on how many fish there are. Oh my gosh. I think this is 15. I think this is 15 fish so far. This is insane. Another one. That is insane. Get back in there, buddy. God, they shoot off so fast. I mean, you have like not even a second to see them go back down. That's awesome. There we go. Got one. That was a super light bite. That was like a crappie bite. Just a little just thump. It was weird. Gosh, it'd be so funny to pull out a crappie out of here, like out of one of these ponds in this like just general area of Chandler. I'd freaking be mind blown if that happened. Like, no way. That was a close one. Another one. Get him on in. There he goes. I think that's like 16. I'm not sure. All I know is that it's just fish freaking galore. Let's do that again. Let's see if there's another one. Let's see, guys. There we go again. Just again. It's just fish freaking heaven. This is ridiculous. This is insane. That fish was all the way on the bottom. I let that bait sit there on the bottom for a long time. And that fish just was like, gotta keep that line tight. Alright guys, so I was working on that fish for like 10 minutes. He hooked himself so weird. It's ridiculous. He swam off just fine though. There we go. Got another one. Oh, he popped off. Yeah, that fish was alright. Thank goodness. I had to run back to the car. I searched because with just my bare hands, there's no way I was gonna get that hook out. But fortunately, I totally forgot I had these pliers that I bought there we go, not too long ago, and I was able to get them and get that fish off. They're from the dollar store, so they're really cheap pliers, but they got it done. My goodness, guys, this is insane. Another, this is like 18. There we go. And with pliers, this will be so much quicker, so much more efficient. There's that. See, just like that, boom. Another fish. That's 18, guys. 8 freaking teen. And I just got bit before that, so I mean that could have been 19. If I got every fish in, I'd be over 20 for sure. I'd have like 21. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was 3 casts in a row. I mean, if it keeps it up, I don't see why not. Again. Guys, we are on 19 right now. That's if we can get this fish in. Another solid fish. Gosh, there's a lot of them right in this zone. Ooh, I had a follower. There we go. Another little chunk. Get him back in. We are on 19, guys. This is freaking absolutely crazy stuff. There we go. Line just went tight, guys. Nothing crazy. Line just went super freaking tight. This is the 20th fish. He's a little squeaker, but 20 freaking fish in less than 2 hours. You cannot beat it. This is a freaking ball. And we're not even done yet. How crazy is that? There we go. There's the 20th. Right there back in. Maybe we could get to 30. Gosh, if we get to 30, it's gonna be like a 30-minute video. A minute each of just catching a fish. Every minute. It's gonna be absolutely... Oh my gosh, on the drop, guys. That was insane. Oh my goodness. They're loaded back in this section. Holy frick. All I felt was my line on the drop start shooting out. Oh, this is a good fish. Really good fish. All I could feel is my line just shooting out. He's really not that great, but he's definitely a good one. Felt that line shooting out and crazy stuff. Absolutely, what a blast. There's that one. On the freaking drop. That's one of my favorite ways to catch fish too, is when they're hitting it on the drop. Because either you just see your line go completely slack, or you just feel your line shooting out. Coolest ways to catch fish. Oh my gosh, how he hit that. He almost ripped the freaking rod out of my hand. Man, I wonder if during the day I could be in this area and fish. The only reason why I'm thinking maybe I could hide out is because there's a hill right here. And I mean, there's... Come on, dude. There you go. Little guy. Freaking feisty, though. There they go. Guys, this is like... I don't even know how many fish in this corner. At least 6, I believe. And I've missed a couple, too. They're just sitting in this pocket area. Hitting on the drop, hitting on the bottom, mid-depth, top, every freaking water column. Every part of the water column. Oh, wait, maybe, guys. Gosh, every fish that sees this lure can't resist it. At least that's what it seems like. Another chunk. No! I screwed that up. I don't care that I lost the fish. I don't even care that I lost the bait. I just care that that fish has a freaking hook in its darn mouth. That's the only thing I care about. That was stupid of me. That fish was a couple pounds. And I tried to flip them up after catching 21 other fish on that lure. And it's also my fault. I should have clipped it off and retied. Alright guys, so I have to say that was some of the most fun fishing I have had in quite a long time. I mean, it was just constant throughout the entire time I was here. The only time when it was slow was when I was busy before I found the pliers trying to get the darn hooks out of the fish's mouth, because they were sometimes hooked weird, or the treble hook and then the other hook. Like, other than that, if I didn't have any issues with that, I would have probably caught even more fish. But it was just, I had to deal with a couple fish for quite a long time. I finally found those pliers, and the last like 4 or 5 fish I caught, I was using the pliers. Took half a second to get the fish off. But man, it was a freaking ball. I don't even know. I think it's partially the full moon kind of got the fish active, plus that little tiny fly. I just think it's a really good bait for pond, because it matches a hatch. When you see that blade going through the water, and it flashes a little bit, but not a whole lot. Those Colorado blades are more meant to just kick up water and make noise, but it flashes a little bit, and it just has a resemblance of a little bait fish. Freaking ball though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, and I'm gonna go home, do some editing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, please subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, so make sure you click it. Help me get there. We'll see you guys next time on Southwest Fishing.